dai karataka tha tu dai karataka tha tu dai tarikata tak na tarikata tak tarikata tin tarikata tak na tarikata tak dai tarikata tak na tarikata tak tin tarikata tak na tarikata tak dai tarikata tak na tarikata tak tin tarikata tak na tarikata tak dai tarikata tak na tarikata tak tarikata tin tarikata tak na tarikata tak gadikita da gadikita da karataka da gadikita da gadikita da karataka da gadikita da gadikita dai tarikata tak na tarikata tak tarikata tin tarikata tak na tarikata tak.
Thus Avatar. As per the Indian mythology, Lord Vishnu is believed to incarnate 10 times in a cosmic cycle to save the universe from the evil powers. Jayadev's composition of the Thus Avatar around the 12th century refers to the 10 incarnations, which are Meena, the fish, Kachapa, the tortoise, Sukara, the boar, Narasimha, the man-lion, Vamana, the dwarf, Parshurama, Rama, Balarama, Buddha, and Kalki. According to one school of thought, Lord Krishna is believed to be the Almighty Lord Vishnu's manifestation for all these 10 avatars. In the Hindu epic Mahabharata, the Kurukshetra war was fought between the virtuous Pandavas and their wicked cousins, the Kauravas. Sadly for the war, all the common relatives, gurus and friends had to get split between the two sides. At the onset of the war, Arjun, one of the Pandavas, refused to fight against his own people. Krishna, as Arjun's charioteer, philosophically discoursed him that one should just execute his duties to crush the evil without worrying about the consequences. Krishna also revealed his real self as the Almighty Lord Vishnu and discoursed, "Whenever righteousness declines, I manifest to destroy the wicked, and I appear era after era." Arjun got enlightened by Krishna, and the Pandavas eventually won the war.
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतम् धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे संभवामि युगे युगे संभवामि युगे युगे
In Satyayug, Meena Avatar as a gigantic fish is the first incarnation of Lord Vishnu. The story goes as a demon named Hayagriva created havoc and righteousness was lost. Consequently, the cosmic order was disturbed. Lord Vishnu alerted the ruling king of an impending deluge pralaya that would submerge the earth. To preserve life, Lord Vishnu advised the king to build a large boat and board all his people, seeds of all plants and pairs of all creatures. During the pralaya, the boat floated on the water, but the rough weather made it to be a Herculean task to control. The distraught people prayed for Lord Vishnu's help. Lord Vishnu, in the form of Meena, then guided the boat through the waters to safety. The Meena Avatar is celebrated as a divine intervention for saving humanity and the natural world from destruction. Kachapa avatar as a giant tortoise is the second incarnation of Lord Vishnu. The story goes as, for immortality, Lord Vishnu advised the gods to collaborate with the demons to churn the ocean for Amrit. Mount Mandara served as the churning rod. A snake served as the rope to rotate the mountain. But alas, while churning, Mount Mandara started sinking into the ocean. Kachapa then lifted Mount Mandara on his back for stability. The ocean was then successfully churned and Amrit was attained. Lord Vishnu took the form of enchanting Mohini, only tricked the demons and distributed the Amrit to the gods. This avatar symbolizes stability and collaboration to face challenges. In the Satyayug, Sukara avatar as a giant boar is the third incarnation of Lord Vishnu. The story goes as a powerful and arrogant demon named Hiranyakasha had terrorized the heavens, the earth and the underworld. One day he dared to submerge the earth into the ocean. Sukara, with its immense strength and ability to traverse land and water, slayed Hiranyakasha with its tusks. Sukara then lifted the earth on its massive tusks and emerged from the ocean. The Sukara avatar symbolizes protection of nature.
Chinam Takati Kinete, Tatinda, 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 Chinam Takati Kinete, Tatinda, Tatinda, Tatinda,
वसति दशन शिखरे धरणी तव लगन शशिनी कलंक कलेवनि मग्न शशिनी कलंक कलेवनि मग्न बसति दशन शिखरे धरणी तव लगना केशव धृता शुकर रूप केशव धृता शुकर रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
In the Satyayug, Narasimha avatar as a half man and half lion is the fourth incarnation of Lord Vishnu. The story goes as a demon king Hiranyakashipu was blessed with a boon that he could not be killed by any human or animal or god inside or outside any building during the day or night, by any weapon on land, on water or air. The demon king Hiranyakashipu was ruthless to his subjects. He even punished his own son Prahlada for believing that his god Lord Vishnu is everywhere. To prove Prahlada wrong, one day Hiranyakashipu broke open a pillar. Shockingly, a fierce Narasimha emerged from the pillar. Narasimha slew Hiranyakashipu on a threshold at twilight, which is neither day nor night. The threshold was neither indoors nor outdoors. Narasimha placed Hiranyakashipu on his lap, that is neither land nor water nor air. Narasimha used his claws and no weapon to tear open Hiranyakashipu's chest. This avatar symbolizes protection of the faith of the devotees on the omnipresence of divinity. is the fifth incarnation of Lord Vishnu. The story goes as Mahabali, a powerful and arrogant demon king, had conquered the earth, the heaven, and the underworld. He was, however, known for his virtue and generosity. He was also a devotee of Lord Vishnu. Mahabali's powers and arrogance worried the gods towards the preservation of the cosmic order. In a sacrificial ceremony of Mahabali, Vamana requested only for 3 paces of land as measured by his small feet. Mahabali ridiculed Vamana's humble request and agreed. Soon after, Vamana transformed into a colossal figure. With his first step, he covered the entire earth. With his second step, he covered the entire heaven. Vamana then asked Mahabali where could he place his third step. Realizing that Vamana was none other than Lord Vishnu, Mahabali humbly offered his own head for the third step. The Vamana avatar signifies that even the most powerful can be humbled by wisdom. Parshurama is the sixth incarnation of Lord Vishnu, where he wields a divine axe to rid the world of the tyrannical Kshatriya rulers, including Kartavirya Arjuna. Once, Kartavirya Arjuna visited Parshurama's father, who was a sage living in a hermitage. The sage warmly welcomed Kartavirya Arjuna with the milk of his divine cow, Kamdhenu, that had unlimited resources for the hermitage. In greed, Kartavirya Arjuna forcibly took away Kamdhenu. In a fierce battle, Parshurama killed Kartavirya Arjuna and reclaimed Kamdhenu. The Parshurama avatar is a symbol of divine intervention to protect the weak. Rama is the seventh incarnation of Lord Vishnu as recounted in Ramayana. The world then was chaotic due to the tyranny of Ravana, the 10-headed demon king of Lanka. During Rama's exile period in the forest, Ravana tricked Sita with a golden deer and disguised himself as a sage to abduct her. Thereafter, Rama and Lakshmana fought a fierce battle to kill Ravana and rescued Sita, symbolizing the victory of good over evil. Balarama Avatar, the divine statesman. In the Dwapara Yuga, Balarama is the 8th avatar of Lord Vishnu. Balarama is Lord Krishna's elder brother and is a strong and loyal companion to Krishna. He fought against the demons for the Yadava dynasty along the Yamuna river. He is also regarded as the symbol of agricultural prosperity due to his association with the plough or hal, which he also wielded as a weapon. The two brothers Balarama and Krishna together embody the complete manifestation of Lord Vishnu in terms of dualism, with the physical power of Balarama and the spiritual wisdom of Krishna. Dwapara Yuga, Buddha is the ninth avatar of Lord Vishnu. The story goes as Siddhartha, a prince, lived a royal and luxurious life in his palace in Kapilavastu. He was shielded from the sufferings of the world. Once, with his fellow men, he came out of the palace for a stroll and sightseeing. He was enjoying his outing until he encountered 4 sights that changed his life. He saw an old man, symbolizing the inevitability of aging. He saw a sick person, revealing the reality of illness. He saw a dead body, revealing the universality of death. He saw horrific animal sacrifices that manifested the violence and sufferings inflicted on the helpless animals. Siddhartha renounced his royal life and set out in search of truth. While meditating under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, Siddhartha attained enlightenment and got known to be as Buddha. Buddha spread Buddhism in favor of compassion, spirituality, and non-violence. is the last of the 4 yugas or eras in Hindu cosmology. Towards the end of the Kali Yuga, greed, selfishness and violence will dominate. Kalki, the 10th avatar of Lord Vishnu, will then appear as a warrior to restore balance. Kalki is a radiant figure mounted on a white horse, wielding a blazing sword. The white horse symbolizes speed and purity. The blazing sword represents justice. With Kalki, the Kali Yuga will end and the Satya Yuga will begin again for the next cosmic cycle. This performance ends with a respectful acknowledgement to Jayadev, the 12th century Sanskrit poet and the composer of the Dasavatar Stotras.
Jai Ram, Gadi Vindhya.